Yeah, I blanked on my first hunt. I went home and ate some lunch and put on my lucky What Would Stone Cold Steve Austin Do rubber bracelet. It ought to be a pretty successful trip. Got my lucky bracelet on. Made a fig concrete and stuff in the water here. I dig around this kind of stuff because it holds stuff in. I'm back on this place where I found that point. See all the rock in here backed up behind it? But I've been finding broken bottles, and look at this. There's an old toy tractor. I think there's a dump here in the bank. I told you in that last video there was some bottles and stuff up further. And that's probably 1950s. Huh. Set that there. Take that and just put it in a box. But I'm looking, I wanted to show you that there's bottles and stuff in here. I think this might be a place that somebody had a dock here a long time ago. The dock's gone, but there's still stuff. You can kind of tell these are laid in here going out into the water. This is the same screen as that tractor was in. Look at that big flake blade. It's nothing to brag about, but it's got that dorsal ridge on it. That's like a bladelet. Alright, I'm sifting in here and I got something that looks damaged, but yeah, there's another flake too. That's a section out of something. That's the bottom corner of like a blade. We'll see that over here, but look at this. Huh. That looks like a blade that's been broke on this side, and this, it's just the middle portion of it. It's nice material. Huh. That's kind of odd, ain't it? Alright. I had to get this out of my bag there. That's a corner out of something. Look right here. Plus I got a point in this screen. See, that's just stained up. That's the same material. It's a piece off of the same piece. It's so broke that you can't. But do you see the point? Got an arrowhead. I've been here about an hour. I've been looking around up the shore and kind of scooping it out. And there's stuff up that way. I think I can metal detect up there too. Look there, there's one of these. These are kind of cool. But you see it? Right here. Looks like an Adena point. Huh. Man, that's kind of not decent. I don't find, you know, I'm usually looking for old stuff. You can see right there where it was spalled off. That's kind of nicely made. It's all there. A little crude, but that black on it's just staining. That'll lighten up and disappear, but that's a decent find. And we'll see, maybe I can get more of this thing and put it back together. All this stuff's falling out and just laid here. It's a shame on this thing, but I got another one. You know, that's 2 hours of digging here. I got that nice Burton thing, and that might even be a Kirk. Now I got this. I know there's bird points in this area, them real little tiny ones. Alright, here's this like Adena piece here. It's not bad, you know. You can see how it's changed color. I let it dry out. This is the next day. But I got some more good stuff. I found a new spot to look today, and man, I got a pretty nice point, some other things, and it's sprinkling here now. It's really started raining on me hard when I got to my truck there. It's gonna rain. But you can see that's a good find. Nice little point. Tan shirt. It looks like Brush Creek. I would say it is, but that ain't bad. Later. Alright, I got all this stuff in that last screen I did. Well, there's a tip off probably one of them little bird points. There's a tool of some kind, you can see it, and there's a tool. That's a pretty nice Flint Ridge scraper. It's worked all up this edge. I'll show it with a good camera. I'm finding stuff. I'd say I can find another point here. We'll see what I get. See, I find lots of stuff like this. This is a little flint tool. You can see it's real high quality Flint Ridge. And see all down that edge, it's been pressure flaked. See it right in there? It's got that nice dorsal ridge on it. That's a little, could have been used to skin something, who knows. But nice sharp edge on that. That's a little artifact. Look at that color. There's the work. Wanted to show you. I find lots of stuff like this and I just don't really go into depth on it. But I'll show you this one. I like it. Later.
Look at this. Something dropped a bomb here. And this is real fresh. Right here's these tracks, whatever it is. It's got seeds in it, but there's hair all in it. That's a carnivore. Man, look at that. Looks like a 300-pound man bent down there and dropped a bomb. Look here. There's the paw prints. This is real fresh. I don't see nothing though. Glad I didn't run into that. I'm looking one place surface hunting, then I'm gonna go sift someplace. It's kind of pointless to sift here. But you see here in the water, cracked up rock. There could be a point just laying out anywhere, randomly. I'm looking at all. I'll get back if I see anything. If not, I'll get back on the place I've been sifting. Quite odd too. That's bird there. A bird dropping. And it looks like the bird was flying at real high altitude this way across the river. And this come in and hit. You can see where it looks like a missile. I'm glad I wasn't standing right here. Imagine getting hit with that from like 1,000 feet. Jeez, later. The water's up just a little bit, but I should still be able to find something. But this section here has real high banks, and there's all these trees laying. It's never washed out since I've come into this section of the river. At least a decade's worth. I've never been able to hunt it. I hope that washes out. Like a 50-yard stretch here that I know there's artifacts, I just can't. There's 3 foot of driftwood and trash on the beach. 3 feet. You just never get it out to sift down on the beach clay. One day it'll wash out. I hope I'm here when it does. Later. My GoPro down here with my kayak. I'm up here about 50 yards. I just got a broken arrowhead in my screen. I'm finding flakes. I found this right here. Look at this piece of hematite. It's almost got like a chisel bed on it. Faceted, look at that. But I've got a place to dig up here. There's just old bottles and rock and flint. There's just sites from like ancient clear up into the 1800s, 1880s it looks like. I'll get back when I get up here and we'll look at the screen with the artifact in it. Back up here. Look at all the piles of rock and stuff on the bank, and look at these nicely cut banks. I've been in this area before, but it's been logged in like some of them places I showed you down there farther. Right in here, you can see there's brick. This would be an awesome place to multi-tech. I didn't see this. Let's see if there's anything on this rock here. I don't see nothing. But there's just a nice layer in here. Let me pull this. There's an artifact in my screen. I haven't even looked through all this. I see it there, but look here. I scraped this out right on the first shovelful. That's an old bottle. But right here, there's a broken arrowhead. And it kind of looks like it would have been a bifurcate. See the other, you can see it looks like a little bifurcate, like a LaCroix, and its fire popped apart. I'm gonna probably find something in here. It's gonna start raining. See all the rock laying in here? There's 1800 stuff, plus there's Indian sites coming out of this bank lower in time, and it's all laying right here. There's not much current in this river, so if you're below a bank that's good, all the stuff's laying, like, you know, it might come down in a line. There's a little current, but not much. These pools in between these dams are like lakes. Those bricks that came out will lay there another 50 years. Get mudded in, well, they'll lay there forever, a brick will. Laid up, screened this down live. I'd found it, went back, got my kayak, come up here, showed you that broken point, started pulling stuff out of it, and I got, I think, a nice one. Do you see it? I'm on the board, folks. All right. There's a flake. This is going to be a good site, and I'll be able to multi-detect it. It's 100 yards long, just like this. You see the point? Man, it looks good. Right here. Oh, man, all right. Check out that beauty. There's no damage. Ground base. Man, that's pretty nice. It ain't bad. It's sharpened a little funny here, but that don't matter. I'm on the board. Gonna rain. Look at all the rock down here in the water. I'll sift here a while, try to get a few more spawns. And if I keep finding points, I'm just gonna do a couple videos. Man, that's a beauty. It's black canola chert. Man, all right. Later, folks. Really concentrated. This is the same screen. I'm still working it down because there could be bird points in here and they're hard to see. A broken arrowhead, then I saw the nice one. Now look at this. Look at this faceted piece of hematite. That's 3 artifacts and 4 shovelfuls of dirt behind this log. Stuff's come right out of this. That's a 12-foot straight up and down bank. And this isn't even close to the place I was on in my last few videos where I found the Adena earlier. It's, you know, I'm a 1/4 a mile away, I'd guess. But look at this. Oh, that's a nice one. Look at that facet. Wow. There could even be something else in here. I'll show you this stuff, you know, with the camera up next. Later. All right, we'll look at all these pieces I got in that one screen. This, the tip's gone, and you can see the indentation right here. It would have had another lobe on this side. It's a little bifurcate for sure. And see how it's popped apart here? That's from fire damage. You can see the little fire pit there. It blew the tip off. It was probably in an animal or a fish or something that they shot. But that would have been a nice little bifurcate for sure. Then I got this beautiful paint stone. And it's a pebble of hematite, and you can see it's just been rubbed in half. It's been rubbed on an abrasive surface like a piece of sandstone. You can even see the use on it. It's, man, that's a nice one. It's a quality piece of rubbed hematite. That was worth a trip just for that. And then in the same screen, this nice little point. And I'll have to look around there before I, what to call this. It kind of looks kirky. It don't have much grinding. I've found pentagonals on that stretch of river, and not all of them have the pentagonal shape. But I don't think this is a pentagonal. But see that nice work on it? It's some kind of archaic point. It's black canola chert. It's made well. That's a trip maker. Pretty nice, huh? Well, I hope you enjoyed. I'm going to go back there for sure. That's for sure. Nice work on that edge. Real nice. Later. Shovelfuls of dirt. I'll fill this one. See how I'm right in behind this log? The waves have come in, pushed a lot of the material up, and it really doesn't damage it unless the water gets down. It just kind of moves in these pockets underground. In the layers only, I'd say at thickest it's 9 inches. And I'm just scraping. I'm feeling to where the base clay is with the tip of my shovel, and then just scooping all of the stuff right off the base clay and putting it in my screen. And then, you know, putting it behind me here in a pile, and the next few boats that come by, we'll push it right up in, and it'll be right back where it's at. You're never having a chance of breaking nothing if you do this right. Whew. There's a big barge going by. It's gonna screw my hole up. Oh, this is all I'm doing. Look at that fired rock. Let's see here what we got. I'll have to probably, there's too much, I got too much in here. I put less than this in it. You can see the principle here. This is all cracked up Indian rock because I'm finding artifacts right in this stuff. I'm gonna have to clean this down because this is too heavy to hold and do that one-handed. Let me get it down. I'll see if there's anything in it. Look how good it looks. Cracked up, red fired rock everywhere. Laid out. You know, I just got a marble. See all this? This is all brick that's broken up. I just got this brass fitting. I don't know what that's off of. But right here is a marble. Oh, it's a nice one too. I thought it was just a clear one. It's probably gonna have some, you know, it ain't bad. It's got a swirl to it too, a white swirl. I'll show it under the good camera. That ain't bad. Man, I didn't expect that. But you saw the bottles, and there's a lot of stuff here. This is just a site I can do everything on. Metal detect. Maybe find a bottle dump in the, because there's enough stuff here. There has to be. The thing is, they put a highway in here above me, is why all this stuff's here, I think. And there used to be houses in here, but they bulldozed them all. And there was probably privies right here along the river. And when they put the dams in, it raised the water, and it's cutting this bank gradually over years. And if it hits a privy, all that stuff's washing into the river. It's probably gonna have some, well, I don't see many dings, some scratches on it at least, because of the rolling around here in the surf. But I'll take that all day long. Later. All right, you can see that marble after it dries out gets that scratchy look to it. It'll have to kind of be polished. They're usually like this when they're in the surf. That's why the dump marbles are good. See, it'll look good wet, but it'll need polished. It's got that nice other swirl to it, but you know, I'll have to polish that one to get it. It don't have cracks or nothing, which is good. Show you some of these screens, because this is like Christmas for me, being on a place like this. That's redware. That's 1800s. Look, there's a piece of purple glass fragment. Look here, there's a piece off of an aqua soda bottle. Ceramic, plus all this fired rock in Arrowheads because of the high bank. See, cracked up brick. It's hard to tell what will come out of here. I could find a gold coin in a place like this. I could find marbles. I could find a crock sticking out of the bank. I might find some bottles here, just even digging in the water, pry them up. See, look at this old. I have a piece of this in my pocket. That's a piece off an old plate with blue on it. That's pre-1900. Here's more aqua glass, and it says something. SBURG, so that's the side out of a medicine bottle. It's probably Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. That's aqua. How awesome is this, folks? How awesome is this? I'll keep coming back. The water's not even right. If the water goes down, I might find 10, 15 points here in the trip, and I won't put them all in one video. See, there's an old square nail. It's all corroded. I'll break it up into videos over a week, but I'm gonna do good here. See, there's more. Man, look at that glass. There's gonna be good stuff. This is just 3 shovelfuls of dirt. See, look here. There's an iron ring, and there's the head off of a square nail. It's been down in the muck. Right here's a tiny fragment out of a salt glazed crock. Man, all right. There's another piece of iron. Holy smokes, folks. I just wanted to show you this. This place is amazing. But now look up here. See this bank? I can see rock falling out of it right up there. You can see back in there, it's all grown up, but see how it's cut? The water will come up and hit this. And I feel rock all under my feet here. I might not even be in one of the most concentrated areas. There's artifacts all under me. Clear out, I can still feel rock. Still. Probably out to the weed beds. It'll all just be laying right here. This is just, wow. Wow, I can't wait to get back here, folks. It's something to look forward to. You know, I might take a day off and go to the dump. It depends on what the water level looks like. I'll have to keep looking at it, but you can be rest assured I'm gonna be right back here. I'll move that log out of here, sift all under it. There'll be a layer, you know, 9, 10, 11, 12 inches thick in here that full of artifacts. Some of the salt glazed crock, I told you, that's redware. It's glazed there. And look at the rim off this old piece of stoneware. It's right out here in the water. There's just rock all under me here too. Look at the banks over here and all the rock. Heck, there could even have been a house setting right in here. That might be what it is. And there's just, because it's by the river, there's artifacts too. Look at, some of these look like foundation stones. And see them in the bank there? There's one right there, a big flat one. There was probably a house here that was lived in pre-Civil War, because I'm getting pawned bottles. I found 3 or 4 pawned bottles down that way, but I've not really been up this far. I'll show you. See, look at this bank. I was kind of looking here before I go. I haven't looked around in this area. This was logged in like some of them other spots, but see, look at this rock. There'll be stuff, I can move these out, detect all in this when the water goes down, but I'm gonna have to go. See the raindrops, and it's gonna start really raining, you can tell. But see all these flat rocks coming out of the bank? There's probably a house here. And it got bulldozed over, or maybe bulldozed over the bank, and then all the stuff around the house is just washing and laying here. That's what I would say. Plus there's Indian sage, because you know all along the river, about everywhere above a cut bank like that, there's going to be arrowheads anywhere. But I'll get back later.
Alright, I took an end scraper out of this, and this is finished now. There's the Adena from this video, or stem point. That might even be some kind of late archaic stem point, but it's late archaic to woodland. There's the black point from this one. I took one end scraper out and rearranged it. That one's done. It's going to go up in one of my boxes and put away. I might get it out years from now, but this is the last time you'll see this. Pretty good run there. I'll label it up and put the information where the points are found. If you want to see the rest of this stuff found, just go back on my videos on my channel. I have over 1,000 videos on. Lots of them are arrowhead hunting, bottle digging, metal detecting some. I'm going to try to metal detect more some, but I'm mostly doing this. This is what I know about. The other stuff I just do to help my channel. Pretty nice looking frame of stuff off the Ohio River. Later.